Hello everybody, this is Donna Miller with Miller Crafts. Today we are going to look at Deco Foil Transfer Gel, and we are going to compare that with the foil quill. We're going to use this Prima Foils rub-on because that will work with our transfer gel. So to get started, all you have to do is tape down your stencil, and then you are just going to lay down the gel on there. So while you are laying the gel down, you want to make sure that you get all of the spots and fill in every little gap. Make sure that you're not missing anything. I'm cut this paper out to be larger than what I need it to be, so that way I can just trim it down to the size that I want it to be. So once you have this all covered, you want to scrape anything that you can get back into the container, back in the container, because you can reuse it again. You do have to wait an hour for this to set before you can go and foil this. Okay, so I went ahead and took off my stencil, and I need to do this side over here, but if you look, just the way that this stencil has this gap right here, if I press that down there, it's going to mess this up. So what you're going to have to actually do is wait for this to dry, foil this, and then do the other side. I believe that's how we're going to have to go about doing this. And one thing you should note is this stuff is still nice and wet. You need to wipe this off with a baby wipe and clean this before you let this sit in here, and then you're going to ruin your stencil. So make sure you always clean your stencils as soon as you're done. So once you run this through a laminator, this is the results you get. And this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. I can tell that right here and here I missed a little bit. I don't think it's going to be too noticeable. There's a lot going on with this. So just make sure that you run this through a laminator once you put the gel on and you wait your hour. So looking at the results, this is the one that's used from the Deco Foil, and the Deco Foil will cover a large area, and I don't know if you can really see this, but it's raised. You probably can't see that very well but this is above, so it feels like it's almost embossed. So I really do like that. It does have a lot of shininess on there. And there's some other things that you'll have to look at this. Like, it's probably really hard to see, but right here, you can see where some of the foil transferred that probably shouldn't have been there. I think you can see it probably the closest right here. I don't think that's going to be the biggest deal. I was planning on cutting off some of the edges anyway with this next project that I was going to use this in. So here is the foil quill. So let me see if I can turn it so you can see there's the shine. So you can see this shine. Now this does not raise above like this one did. Okay, and you can also see that this was using the medium tip that the foil quill has, and you can see that the line looks pretty small. Okay, but here's another good thing that this does. This is also the inside, and I don't know if you can see that shine on there, but the foil quill will write, and it looks really good. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with this at all. I don't see any imperfections on this. There is no way you would get writing like this using the Deco Foil. So I do like this Deco Foil. I think it's nice. I think that they both have their own purposes and that they're both different, and I would probably use them in different projects, because this one is more like an embossed feeling, whereas this one is not. This one's more of an outline. I don't know if you could ever get your machine to actually color this stuff in to have it look like a larger area of foil like this is. So I think that is an advantage that the Deco Foil has over the foil quill. But overall, if I had to pick just one and I could only use one, I would pick the foil quill. I think that for me, there's more purpose with this. I would use this a whole lot more being able to write on the inside of the card and just seeing all that shine in there, it looks very professional. So I hope this video helped and that you saw some differences between a heat transfer foil and the foil quill. So I really like the foil quill. I would definitely go buy this. Okay, and I bought my own foil quill. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just really like the results from the foil quill. Alright, thank you so much for joining me today.